Welcome back, YouTube fam. It's your boy Y, and in this video, let's have a discussion about the OnePlus Open in 2025. So, you have the OnePlus Open. Should you give the phone away and maybe get another phone? I say no. I say hold on to this phone until the next one comes out. This phone has been awesome. I had it when it first came out. I had it throughout 2024. I had a small break where I decided to switch and go to, back to Samsung. And then got disappointed, so I came back and got homesick. And I think OnePlus really set the standard. This is one of the only foldables you're going to get that's sold in the US where you get the charging brick, you get the charging cable, you get a case plus the phone. You literally get everything how it used to be. But OnePlus did that with the foldables, which makes it worth the money. The phone is great. The camera is great, especially with the updates that they've been doing in their partnership with Hasselblad. What more can you ask for? This phone has been awesome. The only thing that this phone does not have, which I wanted to have, it's not a super big hiccup, but it doesn't have wireless charging. But really, with this big old hump on the back, are you gonna have wireless charging? So, can't complain too much. I was hoping for the next generation to come out and have wireless charging because I heard rumors that it was supposed to have wireless charging. But then I got some bad news. As a matter of fact, let me show you. Like I said, this is a conversation. Let's go over what I found. So I went and collected some little articles that I managed to find and I was very disappointed with. So we go here. I grabbed two at least. This is the one I very first saw. Very first time I saw it. And I was like, wait, what? First I saw this one. Oh, sorry, I had it on airplane mode. Let me take that off. Okay, there we go. My real issue with the OnePlus delay. I was like, wait, what? And then I read this article and I saw that it said the OnePlus Open, which was anticipated. Everybody was waiting for this phone to come out this year. And now it's not coming out this year. So it says that it was going to be waiting. Let me see where it says it. Yeah, it says on February 13th, OnePlus confirmed it won't release a new foldable in 2025, saying it's carefully considered the timing and next steps in foldable devices. What that tells me is that OnePlus was not sure if they should release another version, so they're deciding to wait, which could mean that it may not even come out with a second generation. And you have to remember, before OnePlus came out with this foldable, Oppo was coming out with the folds first. And then OnePlus came out with it and partnered with their sister brand. So it kind of leaves me with like a stinging feeling of like betrayal because I've been waiting for the OnePlus 2 to come out, OnePlus Open 2. And it kind of feels like they're leaving it to Oppo to take charge of their foldable devices again and they don't come out with anything. I could be wrong, but if we get to next year and they say, oh, we're no longer coming out with a foldable, then now you know why. Another article I saw was this one. Actually, sorry, this was the first one. The OnePlus Open 2 isn't happening this year. And I was like, bro. And it says it could happen in 2026 or beyond. See, that beyond kind of throws me off. When it says it's taking time to reconsider, that means they're not sure that they're even going to come out with one. This makes me kind of irritated because OnePlus Open is kind of pulling like a Samsung move. Samsung always promises stuff and then they don't deliver. Or they deliver in like incremental pieces like Apple does. OnePlus, I don't know if they got scared of the market and didn't want to come out or they just felt like Apple would have the best chance, but man, they may not have read all the reviews. This was highly anticipated for the second version and now they're not coming out with it. So it kind of made me a little bit upset. But if you still have this phone, you still get years of updates, by the way. So if you still have this phone, keep this phone. This phone is still awesome, even with the bad news. And what I like a lot from this phone is some of the stuff they actually copied from Apple. For example, if you can see, let me get it closer. You see a little person right there? That's what Apple does. Apple comes out with those little emojis. I think that is pretty dope. You can literally see that in meetings. You can use it in meetings. I like that. Another thing is here where the camera hump is. If you listen to music or if you're like have a timer on, this becomes like a dynamic island. This was like a new update that came out with Android 15. So it came wrapped with the OS software, but it was awesome. It's still awesome. They added some AI features, which is kind of soft, but I'm still not heavily into the AI type of thing. But I do think that we are going in the right direction with OnePlus. Hopefully they don't get scared off by the competition, which wasn't a lot of competition for them anyway in the US. They were winning. So we'll just see. But overall, my long-term review, I know I gave a long-term review, but I just throw it out there again because I'm also gonna give a long-term review on the tablet. I think this is dope. I liked everything about this phone. I just wish they had wireless charging, which would have been cool too. I like all of this stuff. Like all this stuff is like, it's nice. Is very, very nice. Like I like having the ability to like customize like everything on my stuff. I like having, you know, as you can see, the ocean and all this is nice. Of course, it looks dark now because it goes based off the time and it's dark out here where I'm at. I like the phone. I love the phone, actually. Everything about the phone, I haven't had any issues. Pictures are always great. Videos is good. Software has been good. I don't see any lagging or any lack of anything necessarily missing or like freezing. I did have one issue though, actually, now that I think about it. And y'all let me know in the comment section if you had the same issue. It was pretty weird, but I would have issues where this phone didn't cooperate fully with Android Auto. Of course, it is Android Auto like baked inside of it, but there would be times where I had to like unpair my phone from the car altogether, and it just kept happening. Like it wasn't all the time, but it was enough for me to notice like this is getting annoying. So I don't know if there was an issue there with OnePlus and Android Auto where there's like little glitches, but I've had issues with Android Auto and with the OnePlus Open. If you don't know what Android Auto is, maybe you have Apple. Android Auto is equivalent to Apple CarPlay. When you get in the car and you connect your phone, that's what you're doing with Android instead of Apple, and vice versa. So other than that, this phone has been good. I love the notification feature on the side. You don't know how many times it saved me, or like, oh crap, I forgot to turn it down. So I just put it on, you know, right now it's on vibrate, or I push it up to silent, or I push it all the way down. I love this phone. I love that they came out with the leather on the back. I think that was pretty ingenious, which also came from Oppo. I do like the hinge. The hinge kind of not just like a shiny, kind of like this whole little top bar here keeps it from like being scratched up, and you know, it looks nice. It's like a smoke type of gray at the top and around. The body was nice. As you can see, I kept it in good condition. I always keep a case and skin on it, except with this one I couldn't do a skin, but I loved it. Now for the tablet, let's talk about the tablet. So this is kind of just all in one, by the way. I'm just freeballing this at this point. I love the tablet too. I really like the OnePlus Pad 2. This is the 2, and you can tell because this is gray. The 1 is green. So I like that they switched from green to gray. I didn't really like the green color, and I didn't like that like material that they had on the end where it kind of looked like rainbow. It just looked stupid to me. Well, that's kind of being too harsh. It looked too like not my style. But this one is pretty nice. I like this gray. It's a little bit of a fingerprint magnet because of the material on the back. One thing I will also say, as you can see my fingerprints because I'm touching it. This is a glass screen protector on top, by the way. So just throwing that out there. One thing I do like that I really like, let me go ahead and open this up really quick. So one big like bonus that this had over the first generation is I remember I had the OnePlus Open, and I had the OnePlus Pad 1. And as you know, you saw in my previous videos, you can connect this phone to use this 5G and mirror it here. With the first generation, it was okay. It didn't work out well. There was times where I have to go in there and like kind of restart the phone or restart the tablet and try again, and it had a lot of hiccups. They fixed that with this tablet. Now, as you can see, the little blue in the corner, ever since I first connected it, I just leave it alone. That does mean that I get, you see that blue icon? That does mean that I do get notifications on both, but I just let it be. It's been working out well. The only thing that I found sometimes kind of strange is I'll have my, because I have the keyboard, and I'll put the keyboard over the tablet, which technically would cause the screen to sleep, right? But sometimes the text messages will go here instead of to my phone. So people will say they'd be sending me a message, and I'm like, I didn't get it. And then I open my tablet because I'm getting ready to, watch a video or something, and boom, it's here. I'm like, what? So expect that. If you've gotten that, you're not the only one. I don't know why it happens like that. I think sometimes it just goes here instead of here. That's like just a small stitch they could always fix. That doesn't kill you. But the media consumption has been awesome on this. Like watching videos has been awesome on this. It runs literally with my phone. I could text from here. I could take a call on here. Overall, very, very, very good improvement over the first generation, especially working with the OnePlus. Here's my thing though, and this is just my thoughts because I've had it. If you don't have the OnePlus open, I don't recommend you get this tablet. If you don't have a OnePlus phone, I don't recommend you get this tablet. I'm trying to think of the best way to say it. This is the best way I describe it. If you have another phone other than OnePlus and you get this tablet, you have wasted your money. And I will say that only for this reason. You can't use it to its full capabilities. I got this tablet mainly because not only can I use it for Wi-Fi, but let's say I'm somewhere where there is no Wi-Fi, or there is like trouble with the network Wi-Fi I'm trying to use. I can just mirror my 5G from here to here and use 5G. It's simple. It helps everywhere you go. As long as you got connection here, you'll have connection here. So you don't have to worry about adding in the chip and adding onto your plan to help save money, right? If you have another phone that's not a OnePlus device, you can't use that, which means you spent that money on a tablet, but you're kind of missing capabilities within the tablet. I would say get a different tablet, get Samsung or something. But if you have OnePlus, highly recommend you get this tablet. If you want a tablet, get this tablet. So that way you can mirror your 5G onto this and you can use it anywhere you go. I've used it on the plane. I have used it in public places where there was little to no Wi-Fi, but I use my 5G. So overall, I think this is good. The speakers are loud. As you can tell on here, it has like 8. So 4 on one side, 4 on the other. It gets really loud, which is good. That's what you want, right? That way you don't have to connect an external speaker. I'm not really going to comment a lot on that camera. I'm not expecting for anybody that gets this tablet to be looking for a camera. It shoots some decent shots. If you're not a super photo person, then those shots are totally fine for you if you use the tablet. And during meetings though, like Zoom meetings, this comes in handy. It looks nice. Overall, this whole thing is nice. It's baked in. So it's meant to work together. These are these companion devices. They're meant to be together. So overall, this has been awesome to me. And I would highly recommend this one too. Only if you have a OnePlus device though. There you go. I tried to keep it super short, not super long. We're encroaching 15 minutes. I didn't want to go too far into it, but just to tell you guys, both of these have been awesome. But if I get rid of this one, then this one I will also sell in a combo deal, which technically I may already do. So that's it, YouTube fam. I just wanted to throw that out there so that way if you're wondering, this is my long-term review for I'm losing my chain of thought. The OnePlus Pad 2 and the OnePlus Open. If you decide to get it, let me know in the comments if you already have it, how you like it. If you do have this one or you plan on getting it, please do me a favor, get a skin. Otherwise, that's going to be a fingerprint magnet. But overall, again, these devices have been awesome. You're not going to really get much more from OnePlus. You just got the newest watch, which to me was not as impressive. But you may not see any new devices again until next year. So catch these while they're low on price. So that way you could trade them in next year for their newer devices. Just throwing that out there as a tip. But all right then, YouTube fam, thank you so much for hanging with me and watching this video. For those who are not a part of the YouTube fam yet, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, please like it. If you have some feedback that will help me get better, hey man, this channel is not for me. This is for all of you. So I just want to make it to where you guys get to enjoy the content more. But all right, take care, YouTube fam. Peace.